World War II, a conflict that reshaped the world, leaving an indelible mark on history, a global conflict engulfing nations, drawing in millions of soldiers and civilians alike. The battlefields were vast, stretching across continents, but there was another war hidden from the public eye. In the shadows, a secret war raged. This was a war of intelligence, deception, and subterfuge, fought by those who remained unseen. Spies, with nerves of steel, fought in the dark. Their battlefield was occupied Europe, a land under the iron grip of Nazi control. They moved silently through the night, their every step fraught with danger. Their weapons were not guns or tanks, but cunning, courage, and deception. They used gadgets that seemed straight out of a spy novel, tools designed to outwit and outmaneuver the enemy. These were the British secret agents, members of the Special Operations Executive, tasked with conducting espionage, sabotage, and reconnaissance in occupied Europe. Ordinary men and women thrust into extraordinary circumstances. Teachers, shopkeepers, and students transformed into secret warriors. They left behind their everyday lives to fight for a cause greater than themselves. They operated undercover, risking their lives for freedom. Every meeting, every message carried the weight of life and death. They had to be invisible, blending into the fabric of occupied cities. Their missions were shrouded in secrecy, their identities a closely guarded secret. They communicated through coded messages, each one a puzzle to be solved, a lifeline to their comrades. These agents were masters of disguise, fluent in multiple languages. They could become anyone, slipping into enemy territory unnoticed, gathering vital intelligence. They infiltrated enemy ranks, gathered intelligence, and sabotaged the Nazi war machine. Their actions disrupted supply lines, destroyed critical infrastructure, and sowed confusion among the enemy. Their work was dangerous, demanding unwavering bravery and quick thinking. They faced capture, torture, and death. Yet they persevered, driven by the hope of a free world. These unsung heroes of the Shadow War played a crucial role in the Allied victory, their legacy a testament to the power of courage and resilience. One such agent was Violette Szabo. Born in France and raised in London, Violette was a spirited young woman who joined the Special Operations Executive, SOE, after her husband, a French foreign legionnaire, was killed in action. Her determination to fight for freedom was unwavering. A young woman of extraordinary courage, she parachuted into occupied France. Despite the immense danger, she undertook 2 missions, each time risking her life to gather intelligence and support the resistance. Her mission to work with the French resistance. Violette's bravery and resourcefulness made her an invaluable asset. She coordinated sabotage operations, disrupted German communications, and provided critical support to the local resistance groups. She armed and trained resistance fighters. Her leadership and training helped turn ordinary citizens into effective guerrilla fighters, capable of striking back against the occupying forces. Another remarkable agent was Forrest Yo Thomas. A former RAF officer, he was known for his daring and ingenuity. His code name, the White Rabbit, became synonymous with his ability to slip through enemy lines undetected. Known as the White Rabbit, he evaded capture multiple times. His missions often involved high-stakes espionage, including infiltrating German headquarters and gathering vital intelligence. He provided crucial intelligence on German defenses. His reports on enemy fortifications and troop movements were instrumental in planning Allied operations, including the D-Day landings. His bravery earned him the highest military honors. Forrest's contributions were recognized with numerous awards, including the George Cross, one of the highest decorations for valor. Then there was Eddie Chapman, a charming rogue-turned-double agent. Initially a criminal, Eddie was recruited by the Germans but quickly offered his services to the British, becoming one of the most effective double agents of the war. He used his skills to deceive the Germans, feeding them false information. His operations, known as the Zigzag missions, involved elaborate deceptions that misled the enemy about Allied plans and capabilities. His actions saved countless lives. By providing false intelligence, Eddie helped prevent German attacks on civilian targets and ensured the success of critical Allied operations. These agents, each with their unique skills, played a vital role in the war effort. Their courage, ingenuity, and determination were crucial in undermining the enemy and supporting the Allied cause. They were the unseen warriors, fighting in the shadows for freedom. Their stories of bravery and sacrifice remind us of the extraordinary lengths to which ordinary people will go to defend their nations and uphold the values of liberty and justice. Life as a secret agent was fraught with danger. They lived double lives, constantly on edge. One wrong move could mean exposure, capture, or even death. Agents infiltrated enemy territory, often under the cover of darkness. They used false identities, forged documents, and secret codes. Their missions ranged from gathering intelligence to sabotaging enemy operations. They relied on their wits, their training, and the support of local resistance groups. They faced constant surveillance, the threat of betrayal always looming. Despite the risks, they persevered, driven by a deep sense of duty and patriotism. Communication was crucial but perilous. Agents used coded messages, invisible ink, and secret radio transmissions. The Germans were experts at interception, so every message was a risk. At Bletchley Park, a secret code-breaking center, brilliant minds worked tirelessly. They cracked German ciphers, including the infamous Enigma code. This gave the Allies a crucial advantage in the war. The information gleaned from these intercepts was invaluable. It provided insights into German troop movements, battle plans, and even their morale. This intelligence proved vital in turning the tide of the war. Section 5: Sabotage and Subterfuge. Secret agents weren't just information gatherers, they were also saboteurs, disrupting the enemy's war effort. They blew up bridges, derailed trains, and destroyed supplies. Their actions, often small-scale but strategically significant, hampered German operations. They slowed down the enemy's advance and bought precious time for the Allied forces. One notable example is Operation Gunnerside, where a small team of Norwegian commandos trained by the British destroyed a heavy water plant. This daring raid dealt a major blow to the German nuclear program. Section 6: The double-cross system. One of Britain's most audacious strategies was the double-cross system. This involved turning captured German spies into double agents. These double agents fed misinformation back to Germany. The system was a closely guarded secret. It required immense planning and coordination. The Germans, believing they were receiving genuine intelligence, made crucial errors based on this false information. The double-cross system played a significant role in the success of the D-Day landings. The Germans, deceived by the misinformation, were caught off guard. This deception saved countless Allied lives. Section 7: The Perils of Espionage. Life as a secret agent was fraught with danger. Capture often meant torture and execution. Many agents vanished without a trace, their fates unknown. Those who survived carried the scars of war, both physical and psychological. They returned home, their service often unacknowledged, sworn to secrecy. Despite the risks, these brave men and women answered their nation's call. They faced fear and uncertainty with unwavering courage, knowing their actions could change the course of history. Section 8: Unsung Heroes. Many of these secret agents never received public recognition for their service. Their missions remained classified, their identities a secret, their sacrifices unknown to the world. After the war, they returned to civilian life, carrying the weight of their experiences. They kept their secrets, their stories untold, their contributions hidden in the annals of history. Yet their actions had a profound impact on the outcome of World War II. They were the silent warriors, the unsung heroes whose bravery helped secure the Allied victory. Section 9: Turning the Tide. During the dark days of World War II, a group of unsung heroes worked tirelessly behind the scenes to change the course of history. These were the brave men and women of the Allied intelligence services, whose efforts were instrumental in turning the tide of the war. The intelligence gathered by these agents was nothing short of extraordinary. They infiltrated enemy lines, decoded secret messages, and gathered vital information that was crucial for the success of Allied operations. Their work was often dangerous and required immense courage and skill. The sabotage they carried out disrupted enemy supply lines, destroyed critical infrastructure, and created chaos within the ranks of the Axis powers. These missions were meticulously planned and executed, often at great personal risk to the agents involved. And the deception they employed was nothing short of genius. Through elaborate ruses and misinformation campaigns, they managed to mislead the enemy, causing them to make strategic errors that proved costly. Double agents played a key role in these operations, feeding false information to the enemy while secretly working for the Allies. All these efforts combined to significantly contribute to the Allied war effort. They disrupted enemy operations, provided crucial information, and saved countless lives. The intelligence reports they generated were invaluable, often tipping the balance in favor of the Allies during critical moments of the war. Their actions helped to turn the tide of the war in favor of the Allies. Key turning points in the war, such as the D-Day invasion and the Battle of the Bulge, were influenced by the intelligence and sabotage efforts of these brave agents. The information they provided gave Allied commanders a strategic advantage, enabling them to make informed decisions. These decisions often determined the outcome of battles and campaigns, leading to significant victories for the Allied forces. With accurate and timely intelligence, commanders could plan their strategies with greater precision, anticipate enemy movements, and deploy their forces more effectively. This strategic edge was a game-changer in the war. The sacrifices made by these agents were immense. Many of them operated behind enemy lines, often with little support and under constant threat of capture or death. Their bravery and dedication were unparalleled, and their contributions were vital to the war effort. Often operating behind enemy lines, these agents faced numerous challenges and dangers. They had to blend in with the local population, avoid detection by enemy forces, and carry out their missions with precision and stealth. Their efforts played a crucial role in the eventual Allied victory. The intelligence they gathered, the sabotage they carried out, and the deception they employed all contributed to the downfall of the Axis powers and the liberation of occupied territories. Their bravery and dedication shortened the war and helped to liberate Europe from tyranny. Many of these agents were recognized for their heroic actions, receiving medals and honors for their service. The liberation of European cities was a direct result of their efforts. As Allied forces advanced, they were often met with joyous celebrations from liberated populations, grateful for the sacrifices made by these unsung heroes. Their legacy lives on as a testament to the power of intelligence, courage, and determination in the face of adversity.